He, of course, is seeking the Republican nomination for the presidency. He was first elected as a freeholder in Morris County, New Jersey. He also served as U.S. Attorney in the New Jersey District in the George W. Bush administration. He was elected New Jersey Governor in 2010, re-elected in 2014. Governor Christie, welcome to the soapbox.
All right, good morning. All right, no speech from me this morning. I want your questions. I want all 20 minutes to be your questions, not you hearing some speech from me. So let's get to your questions. The lady in the Cubs hat.
Hey, go Cubs.
Question is, how would I secure the border when I become president? Four things we need to do. First is, in the urban areas around the border, we need to build a wall or a fence in those urban areas, because they're very heavily populated, and that's the best way to do it. Second, we need to put FBI agents, DEA agents, and ATF agents in with our Border Patrol agents to interdict the drugs and the guns that are coming across our border. They're the ones that are best at it. We need to put them there. Third, we need to use electronic surveillance. We're using drones all over the world. We should use them on the southern border with cameras and other surveillance to make sure that we put our human resources, our Border Patrol officers and others in the right places, in the places that are difficult to patrol on foot. And fourth, and I think most importantly, is every employer in America has to use E-Verify. The reason these folks are coming across the border is to work. And if they know that you cannot be employed in this country if you're not here legally, then they're not going to come, because they're only coming for a job. And here's what we need to do to the employers, because they're part of the problem too. You know, they need to be fined double whatever their profit is from hiring cheaper illegal labor. And if we do that, we do those four things, that's going to secure the border, and then we can move forward and grow in our economy in this country, not worry about that problem. But be careful, don't go for just one easy answer. This is a tough problem. We haven't solved it for 30 years. Let's use all four of those tools to do it really effectively and really efficiently. I enforced the law in New Jersey for 7 years as the U.S. Attorney, and now for nearly 6 as the Governor. When I get to the White House, I will know how to enforce the law at the southern border. All right. Yes, ma'am, back there, the purple shirt. The question is, she said Alzheimer's is the most expensive disease in America. If I get elected, what will we do? This is part of the reason why I've put forward an entitlement reform program to save over $1.2 trillion over the next 10 years. Because you know what? The National Institutes of Health, their budget only went up 0.1%. The National Science Foundation went down 4%. We're not spending money on what we need to spend to improve the quality of people's lives. We need to partner with the private sector and the government through the NIH to say, we can find a treatment and a cure for Alzheimer's, extend people's lives and make the quality of their life better. But that's only going to happen if we do two things. One, the government has to invest, but also we need to protect the pharmaceutical companies in this country as well. They're spending a lot of their private money to try to come up with cures and treatments as well. And then we let people steal their intellectual property. We can't let that happen. We can't let China or any of the other countries do that. So I would protect our pharmaceutical companies and their hard work that they're doing, and then increase the budget for the National Institutes of Health and the National Science Foundation, so we get these great doctors and scientists in the United States to have Alzheimer's be the next place where we bring an effective treatment and a cure. We all need that. We need that for our loved ones, and we need that to make our country a better and more productive place. Well, first off, New Jersey has already sent in our objection to the Clean Power Plan the President put forward. This President regulates things in a way that just makes absolutely no sense. It kills jobs in America, and it kills technology and advancement in America. And what we need to do, listen, this is what we do in New Jersey. I think that each state should be able to do the thing that works best for them. I drive throughout Iowa here, and I see wind power all over the state. It makes sense in a big, wide open state like yours to be able to have wind power be part of what we do, to have a cleaner footprint in terms of our energy, and a more a lower cost electricity as well. In New Jersey, though, you know, we're the most densely populated state in America. 8.9 million people in that little space, right? And so, if we started to put windmills in New Jersey, there'd be a riot. So we're not going to do that, all right? But here's what we're doing in New Jersey. Here's the bet you're going to win tonight. When you go to one of these states, go over to the 27-degree beer, sit up on the bar and say to somebody, name the top 3 states in America in solar energy production. Well, they'll get the first 2, because the first 2 are California and Arizona. But you're going to win on number 3, because number 3 is the Garden State of New Jersey. Solar power works in our state. You don't need as much space for it. And so 53% of our electricity in New Jersey comes from nuclear. We use natural gas, and we're the 3rd largest solar producer in America. You know what that means? We've reached our 2020 clean air goals already without this intervention from the Obama EPA that is killing jobs and killing opportunity in our country. As president, we'll take exactly the same approach, empower all of you to come up, what's the best solution in Iowa? Go ahead and do it. If it's best for Iowans, then it's good for the rest of the country as well. Let New Jersey do what they do, and all the other 48 states do what they do as well. All right. In the back, the lady with the blue hat. I don't think anybody who knowingly came here illegally should become a citizen. I just don't believe they should become a citizen. And I think American citizenship is an enormous gift. It's an enormous gift. And if you came here by breaking the law, I don't believe you get citizenship. Now, we're going to have to figure out what we do. And that's why this lady's question in the beginning about what you're going to do to secure the border is the first thing. Americans do not want us adding to that number. They don't want us adding to that number. But by the same token, we don't want people to be rewarded for knowing illegal conduct. It doesn't make any sense to reward folks for that. You're just encouraging that conduct even more. So that's what I would do as president, and we would work to make sure that the folks that are here are treated fairly. Questions on national service, AmeriCorps in particular. They were an enormous help during Hurricane Sandy. AmeriCorps volunteers from all over America came to help us recover during Hurricane Sandy, and we're extremely grateful for it. Here's what we would do. I want to expand national service even more as part of the way to deal with the student debt crisis we have in this country. Students are graduating with 6 figures in student debt to go to college, and they have a mortgage. They can't buy a home. They maybe can't get married or have children because they have to pay off this debt. One of the options I want to give to students is to serve national service to our country to help pay off their student loans. They can help to make their communities, their state, their country a better place. Everybody wins, and it helps to lower their debt. That's what I would do as president. Yes, sir. Superman. Well, there's a questions on renewable fuel standards, and I've been very clear on this. And it goes right in coordination with this lady's question here. We need more options, not less in America. We need more options for energy to make energy more affordable. That's going to help us to build more manufacturing jobs. Have more people employed in this country. Here's the thing. On renewable fuel standards, we should enforce the laws that's on the books now. The law's there. And it's this Obama administration that refuses to enforce the law on renewable fuel standards. The law should be enforced here, and here's what I say to other candidates. Make up your mind. Don't say one thing and I'll say something different in New Hampshire and something different in South Carolina. You got a position to tell the people of the country, we will enforce the law that's on the books, all the laws that are on the books. Yes, ma'am. Question is, what's the plan to curb the influence of big money? Here's the thing. We've tried every different law in different way, and here's the problem. Lawyers write these laws, then we hire lawyers to figure out how to get around the laws they just wrote. And we find a way to do it every time. Here's what I would do. Let anybody donate any amount of money they want to donate to any candidate, but they have to reveal that in 20... So that you know who's giving me money, who's giving any other kind of money. Right now, the system we have is there's a lot of money that's being given with absolutely no transparency at all. You don't know who's giving us the money. What you're really getting at is, how are we influenced by the money? It's not the money. It's do we change our policies because we give us money. So, if you see that somebody gives me a lot of money, and then 24 hours later, I reveal it, and then 2 weeks later, I change the position I had before to be allowed the person who gave me money, well, then you can make the decision you want to make. We're always going to end up having a way about the politics. 330 million people in this country we've got to communicate to. Communicate to them effectively to try to get elected. So let's take all of the curtains away from it and make me responsible too. So if I get the money, I have to spend the money, and I'm responsible. Right now, these super PACs and other groups, I'm not even responsible nor is any other candidate for what they say. To be able to hold us responsible. And that's the attitude. Yes, ma'am. right there. We have a system of laws in this country, and those laws need to be followed. And the fact is that religious organizations should be protected from having to do anything that violates their religious beliefs as a religious organization. They should be protected. But other businesses who want to do business, they should have to be able to do business under the laws of our country. When I take an oath of office as governor, my oath of office is to enforce the laws of the state of New Jersey, not the laws I write, but the laws that I agree with, but all the laws. And if we don't want to have a country of men and women, but a country of laws, I could only hear part of what you said. I think it was about scientific research in marijuana. Was that what you were asking me about legalization of marijuana? I couldn't hear it. Listen, I have a really clear position on marijuana in general. It's illegal in the United States of America except in specific instances where it's used for medical purposes. We're now allowing, the president's allowing, certain states to just go ahead and use it recreationally. That's wrong. In my opinion, that's wrong. We've got to enforce the laws in this country. Not just the laws we like, but enforce this country. And if folks want to make marijuana legal, then go to Congress. This was to change the law. But we should not have ad hoc, one state at a time, changing laws. It's not the right thing to do.
What?
And I will tell you, it's wrong.
Fucking ad hoc with the United States of America. We're not the unified state. Get over it.
We should enforce the laws that are on the books. If you want to change those laws, then go to Congress and change it. But our president, we're going to enforce the laws that are on the books and enforce them aggressively.
Hug's not drunk. Yeah, I guess.
That's a really interesting guy. You know, this is a wise guy. This is a wise guy who forgets that I'm from New Jersey. You're minor league compared to what I feel most of the time, brother. So always, good day. Yes, sir, in the back. Yep. World. He asked about Russia and China slowly doing more influence in the world. What would I do to change it? Listen, first thing is, this president has been the weakest president on foreign policy that we've had in my lifetime. He makes Jimmy Carter look strong. And the fact is, here's what I do. First thing is, we need to make sure that in the military exercise we need to Europe, we need to missile defense back in Poland, to make sure that the Russians understand they've taken Crimea, they're in Ukraine now, no further. No further for Russia than what they've done already, and Mr. Putin understands that he'll be a president who will not put up with his adventurism around the world. And in China, they're building military islands, artificial islands in the South China Sea. He's trying to make sure that they...
I was over here. Are you the wise guy?
You don't want China to control that.
I missed what you asked.
I asked him to show me his fundraising techniques, how he gets all his money from all the corporations and Koch brothers and his corn dogs.
That's just what's in the world. So we need to reach out to the army to 500,000 active.
I was hear it. Like I can't hear anything you say.
We need to make sure we get the 350.
He knew it too. He hesitated and then he called on me.
What amazing is his ability to just ignore protesters.
I had rebuild our military base. Here's a lot in there. Here's what we'll say. To strengthen our economy, we don't need to worry about China. We need to worry about what's happening in the United States of America. Our taxes are too high. The tax code is great for the rich, not for everyday working folks. We need to get rid of all these entitlements, the loopholes, and the exceptions, and what we need to do is keep to it. Home mortgage deduction and the capital contribution deduction. They're all rated 28% on the high end and 8% on the low end, so people keep more of their own money, spend it the way they want. Lower our corporate tax rates. well and get rid of their deductions so we can start creating jobs again. And with $2 trillion offshore, they won't sit back as Barack Obama wants to tax them to death. I give them a one-time chance to come and bring that money back in as long as they're investing in American jobs, get jobs going again so our kids get out of school and can be employed and work hard. Let me be really clear about that. I have to say the truth. When something like that happens, and I'm here in Iowa, man, I feel right at home. Feels like I'm back in Jersey for a couple of minutes. So thank you, Iowa, for doing that. Second, let me be really clear. I believe that farmers should be able to make the decisions about how best to raise their livestock, not government bureaucrats. I vetoed that bill twice in New Jersey. If it comes to my desk again, I'll veto it again. And I thank them. I thank them for the opportunity. The Iran deal is the single worst thing that the president has done in 7 years as president. That's a high bar. We cannot permit Israel to be threatened by Iranian nuclear weapons. We cannot permit the United States to be threatened by Iranian nuclear weapons. If I were president of the United States, I would have walked away from that table and told the Iranians that they were serious, come back and talk to me. When I am president, the Iranians will know, including the Ayatollah, that there's a new sheriff in the Oval Office. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean, and the Ayatollah would know that too. Gentlemen from NARP shockingly wants to know about Social Security. Let's remember something. Harvard and Dartmouth just did a study saying 7 to 8 years, Social Security will be broke. We can't allow that to happen. Social Security is there to make sure that our elderly who pay into the system, play by the rules and work hard, don't grow old in poverty, don't have to choose between heat and rent and food. So here's what we need to do. We're all living longer. We're all living longer. Women live to 83 years old now in America on average. Men live to 79. I see this lady smiling. We're catching up. Don't worry, the men are coming. We were back 6 years before, so we need to raise the retirement age 2 years, so we can phase it in over 25 years. That's 1 month increase a year for 25 years. It'll help our kids and our grandkids, our Social Security be there for us. And for the wealthiest Americans, they need to get a Social Security check. They don't need to do it. The alternative is to raise taxes on everyone. Why would we want to give more money to the government for Social Security when they already lied to us and stole it from the trust fund? No more money for the government. Fix the benefits and make Social Security secure. National debt out of control. That's why I've said that $1.2 trillion can be saved over the next 10 years by making those reforms to entitlement. And in New Jersey as governor, I put over 8 this program down the budget and veto more spending, line item more spending than any governor in New Jersey history. I will take the same approach as president. We'll control spending on entitlements, we'll control spending in other areas, and we'll invest more in research and we'll invest more in our military to make us the economic power of the world and the military power of the world the way we are now, the way we should be for the next generations to come. They're telling me my time is up. I'm going to be all around asking questions all day today.